Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So as you can see, I am right now at my house, and as you can see there's a PSP right there. But this is not my PSP that broke a few months ago. This is actually a new PSP that I got. It's a PSP 1000, and it's honestly really cool. Today I'm going to be doing a review on this console, the things that I added to it, because, well, it's not much, but I'm also going to speak about the things that I plan to do on this console, which isn't also a lot, but it's okay. So basically, as you can see, this is a PSP 1000. This is not a 2000 or a 3000 or a PSP Go, although that is obvious because it's like completely different from a PSP Go. This is a PSP 1000, which is like a release model of the PSP. It's really cool because it has like the ejecting thing from the UMD drive, where you can put like a game. By the way, I got this game with the console, FIFA 11. It's kind of cool. I put it right here, and if I eject, the game ejects. It's just like so cool. I really like that feature from the PSP 1000. But yeah, that's not the only reason as to why I bought this PSP. So let's plug it in. And yes, I said plug it in because the PSP doesn't have a battery, unfortunately. So yeah, let me just plug it in for a second. Okay, so I have plugged the console into the outlet, and now we're gonna see what happens if I turn it on. It does. Okay, that's actually really cool. It's like the quick boot up. I really like that boot up screen.
It's like the intense boot up.
Okay, so, oh yeah, and this PSP came with a 2GB memory card, which isn't a lot, but I think that's okay. Let's see, 2GB. I had one which was like 4GB, but I don't know where it is. I think I lost it. So yeah, now we're gonna see what's inside the PSP. Oh, and also I found this app on the console called Go Messenger. I think this was like, I mean, I saw a few of my friends have like a PSP, but it wasn't a PSP 1000. It was a PSP either a 2000 or a 3000 or a PSP Go, which wasn't a lot because honestly, who likes the PSP Go? But they didn't have Go Messenger. They had Skype. So I'm assuming because this console only has 32 megabytes of RAM compared to the 64 megabytes of RAM from 2000 or 3000 models, it couldn't run Skype, so they had to replace it with Go Messenger instead. But I think that's like defunct now. I mean, I cannot even start it because it gives me this thing. Okay, so memory stick. There was a bunch of music inside of this, but out of respect for the previous owner of the PSP, I decided to delete everything that wasn't my property, except the physical games, because like I got them for free with the console. If we go to the system settings and we go to system information, I'm gonna cover like the MAC address, but as you can see, it says right there that it's on a firmware 5.0 M336, and when I searched that up, it actually gave me results about a custom firmware developed by Dark Alex, which is like somebody from my country, like hacked the PSP. So yeah, there's a bunch of things from this PSP that weren't on the PSP E1000 or PSP Street that I had, because like it didn't have any internet features. But yeah, there was also a bunch of games like Apescape and all that stuff that I didn't really like, because they seemed like boring and stuff. But because this firmware is old, I cannot simply like run stuff like Little Big Planet, Gran Turismo, Mod Nation Racers, those games that I like on the PSP. I cannot run them on this console because it doesn't have the correct firmware to like run those games, which is kind of sad because like I really wanted to play those games, right? But I guess it's whatever. Okay, so if I go to memory stick, I actually installed a bunch of games. I have Wipeout Pulse, and I also have Ridge Racer. I also have Wipeout Pulse. I mean Pure. I don't really say Pulse. What the frick? And I also have Burnout Legends. This is actually kind of cool. And yeah, I also have a bunch of purple things. Oh wait, that's the music from the thing from MAH Racers. I think like they used that song. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for what's inside the PSP. Now let's go with the stuff that I want to do with this console. Okay, so when it comes to the stuff that I want to do with the PSP, first of all I want to get it a new battery, because like the seller told me, the description for the listing for the PSP actually said that the original battery was like, it was like buffy, it like exploded and stuff, so they had to like throw it away, and so it doesn't have a battery anymore. So that kind of sucks, but I guess it's whatever. Maybe I can find a battery somewhere, maybe at some game store or computer store or somewhere where I can get accessories for the PSP.
Okay, quick other note, I actually bought a PSP battery and a few more accessories on the internet, so I'm going to be doing an unboxing of those very soon on the channel, so stay tuned for that.
Another thing is that, as you can see, as you can tell by this, it doesn't have the joystick thumb or something, so I have to move it with this limelight right here, which sucks. I tried using the joystick thing from the PSP E1000 that I had, but it simply was just very uncomfortable to use. And last but not least, I want to expand the memory from the PSP from the PSP 1000, because let's be honest, 2 GB is just not enough for the PSP, especially for the amount of games that I want to put into the console, which are a bunch of my favorite titles, which in total sums up to 14 gigabytes. So yeah, I'm gonna plug it in again. So for the things that I want to do for the PSP is basically buy a new battery, get more storage, and oops, it turned off, and get like this thing for the joystick. So yeah, that's all I want to do for my PSP, to like make the experience a bit better, so I can like enjoy the console to the fullest. But for anything else, this console is pretty much in very good condition. The joystick doesn't have any drift, which is actually pretty good, because these PSPs are very prone to get stick drift, and the buttons, they all work, which is like really cool. So yeah, I'm very grateful for that. I think I'm gonna play some Ridge Racer. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and be sure to XD! Okay, just as a bonus, I actually also got, with the PSP, like as a gift, I got the carrying case, and aside from FIFA 11, I also got Pro Evolution Soccer 2009. I actually don't like football games, but it's a nice addition, you know? I'm probably going to give this to my friends, either that or I'm gonna sell them online, so yeah.